Hey everybody, John Dennis here with Parenting and Family Solutions. Just wanted to talk for a minute about relationships and the coming week. As most of you know, hopefully, it is Valentine's Day this coming Wednesday. And for so many people, that can be a really awesome time. For a lot of people, they call it Singles Awareness Day. And for a lot of other people, it's a lot of pressure and stress. Sometimes arguments and fights come out of that. So just wanted to talk with you about a couple of things that you can do if you are in a committed relationship to kind of head some of that stuff off at the pass. And one of the things that I talk with the couples that I work with in our counseling practice, as a level 2 Gottman trained counselor, I'm a lot of times talking with people about unmet expectations and just communicating that on the front end. So even just something as simple as having a conversation about, hey, what are you expecting? What do you want out of this Valentine's Day or this vacation or this weekend getaway? Any of those types of things. We all have expectations. We all have our perspective and what we hope is going to come out of something. And a lot of times when things don't match up with that, we can get pretty upset. We can get pretty ticked off. And that's where a lot of times couples can really struggle. Now, some people are sitting there saying, you know what, I've been in this relationship for 15 years or for 9 years or however many. The other person should just know by now. They should know what I want or what I expect. And a lot of times I have to call BS on that it's, yes, they may have a good guess, they may have a good idea of what you like, what you're interested in, but if you don't say it, then they're not going to know it. And what we do when we do that is we're really saying, I'm not taking responsibility for my own expectations. You should take responsibility for it. I want you to read my mind and know how I'm feeling, what I'm thinking, and meet my needs without me telling you. And it's kind of the equivalent of trying to make somebody hit a target with a bow and arrow that they can't even see. And it's kind of hard to do. So even just a simple conversation of, hey, what do you want to get out of this? And this is what I want to get out of this. This is what I'm expecting Valentine's Day to be like. And for some of you, that may be, you know what, this Valentine's Day stuff is a bunch of crap. It's just Hallmark, and they mark prices up, and it's impossible to get a table at a restaurant. Let's just skip it. And maybe that's okay for you guys. Whereas other people, they expect, I expect candlelit dinner, or I expect going to this place and doing this activity. And so it's really important to have those conversations about what is important to you. Another tip that I'll always recommend to the couples that I work with is take a look at what's called the 5 love languages. If you're not familiar with the book by Dr. Gary Chapman, there's also a website, 5lovelanguages.com. And if you go there, you're able to take a free quiz, and it can tell you what your primary and secondary love languages are. You can actually take the quiz for couples. You can take the quiz for families with kids. And it's something that's just really basic, but super important. Because it's really important to know what your partner or what your family member's love languages are and what your own is. So that you can communicate about that and try to meet each other's needs. Because oftentimes they're not the same language. A lot of times we're speaking very different languages. Sometimes that's, this person's is physical affection and touch, whereas this person's is gifts or acts of service or things like that. So if you guys have more questions, feel free to pop them into the comments down below. Make sure to like and share the video and subscribe for our email list. You can go to www.parentfamilysolutions.com and check us out. And I will see you guys next Friday. Take care.